Wow, guys, look at that super pink full moon in Libra. She's full, she's bright. She got some messages for us. Let's go get them. Hey guys, welcome to the message to the feminine. It's the pink super moon. And we know that's when the moon is orbiting the closest to the earth. And we've had now 2 super moons in a row. So that means we're really going to be illuminated. As well as it's pink. The Native Americans named it that for the beautiful flowers that are blossoming as it's spring. Now where I am, it's not blossoming. I'm having a hard time finding La Luna for many days now because it's just snow, snow, snow. It's winter here. But I think that that's symbolism too for what's happening. Because we're in a very crucial time. We've reached the threshold and we received this message at the main reading. For those of you that have not checked it out yet, I will link it down below. It's very, very informative. And wow, I can't believe the messages we got. Like, I walked out of there believing even more in my path than I did when I started off. And we received a message to show us from the moon that our conclusions are within reach. We're resolving an issue. And the issue that we are resolving is we're facing the devil energies and our disconnects, where we're separate. What's keeping us sick, stuck, and stagnant, unhappy. So Lady Liberty, the lovely Queen of Wands, thanks to Aries, is here to help us with this expansion. We discussed she's naturally connected to the fire and water energies. And we're being activated through the energy of the Emperor thanks to Aries season as well, because we know Aries is connected to the Emperor. And this is connected to our third eye activations as well as the scarab beetle. So here, we're going to face our addictions, our lower vibrational energies that are keeping us separate. And we're going to do that through our desires. And our desires are connected to the Princess of Wands. So here we end this with the Emperor and Empress. We're restoring connection. We're doing that. And how are we achieving this? Through the body and mind, the connection between the both, as well as the connection between the fire and the water. There's the Ace of Fire and the Ace of Water. And that is going to help us achieve this. Unity, equality. And we're doing so by, we receive this message. This is the Five of Pentacles in the Gaia Tarot. And there is deceit between the masculine and feminine energies. But we're restoring that through the Six of Pentacles. And it's through the generous charge. And it's through the generous charge of not giving up on our equality and our connection. And here, we're going to keep on going in this Six of Pentacles. Brick by brick by brick, we're going to lay down the foundation for love, for connection. And there's the beetle right there. It's connected to the beetle. And we're doing that right now through the written word, the scribe. And this card also is connected to the beetle, as you can see here. There's 2 beetles, a beetle up top and a beetle on the bottom. Now we've found balance, and this is connected to the masculine and feminine transformations. And this is connecting us to love. And we are creating love on the path of the moon and connection. And there's the scarab beetle right there. But that scarab beetle is the colors of the chakras, the rainbow. And it's connected to the child and the rainbow light activations, the freeing of the child. Now, this is connected to the wheel and the wheel turning and the scarab beetle right here. And this is all tied into our first reading. So now we've connected, the wheels turning. We have access to the whole picture, the full picture, so that we can transform it. Right here, we're also connected to the energies of the cosmos, the whole solar system. This is connected to the energy of Pisces. The 12th house, the oneness, all the reveries and mysteries, the zodiac's gutter ball, it's all within here in order for us to create with, and we're moving forth with that connection. And we're no longer the serpent that eats its own tail. We're transforming. And we're transforming because we've made connections. This is a special shape. This shape, you never ever take your pen off the paper. And we receive this, all these messages are connected to the first one, you guys. So, to our first reading. This shape, we've made a connection between the masculine and the feminine that was always there. And it's going to allow us growth. That's why that flower is within the middle. And we're doing so because Libra's here. The full moon in Libra. And this is allowing us to balance the energies of the feminine, the moon, La Luna there, and the water, with the energies of the masculine, the sun, and the fire. And that is putting us on point to this energy right here. We're connected to the sun, we're connected to the moon, we have balance achieved. 4 of Wands here, 4 of Wands here. Here's our balance. And now we're going to transform with that energy that's being created here. There's a transformation with the universe. We're going to transform with the universe, and we're going to pull it all together and shape-shift it. There's the serpent. There's the third eye. And we're transforming it all, and we're transforming it to our connections, to love, to unconditional love. From fear and separateness and the devil energies to unconditional love, happiness, joy, and the energy of the divine. Now, does that mean that the divine, when we're connected to the divine, we don't feel lower vibrational energies? No, we're not. We're dark and light. It's in both. We have both experience here, the negative charge and the positive charge. But it's up to us to add the positive charge and shape-shift it and to heal from the shadow energies which cause harm. Now, we fertilize life. We've fertilized life here with the egg. We've applied our spheres of knowledge. And that's why we need the energy of Pisces to believe. Because we have to add the spheres of knowledge from the unseen to what's seen. This is adding the 5D to the 3D. And now we expand with life. And we've created the energy of the Taurus. We're going to sustain life now through what we're creating here. Now, I've been called to get a very specific message for the feminine. And the channeled message was, our connections are being surfaced. And this would make sense because we're in a time of connecting, restoring, healing from separateness to create love. So our connections are surfacing, and our connections are connected to the 6 of Cups energy. That's what they've shared with me. Now, let's see what the moon has to say. All right, it's right there. Waxing water moon, passion. The message. Buds, passion. As the moon's light increases during this phase of the moon, the outcome of the matter in which you are involved becomes clearer, and the need to bring it to the desired completion is extremely strong. The issue now becomes an all-persuasive passion. And they're telling me it's connected to what's happening within the moon in Pisces. The gap between the imagination and reality appears narrower than usual. You are swept up in the overriding emotion of the moment, unable to turn back. And that's connected to the messages that we received of the moon, and that we are resolving this issue. It's coming to a head and we're resolving it. And direct message from the previous reading. We know that we're dealing with our repetition, and we're not going to repeat another cycle. Yes, we learn repetitively, but we're not repeating another cycle of the masculine and feminine not creating equally here in order to come out of this shift of change of new earth equal. So we're going to heal, and the direct message to the feminine is you are good enough. You're good enough. All right. Now, I've been called to do things in a certain order, and I'm going to do them. We're going to get a message from Gaia. We already got a message from La Luna. She's telling us here, this is about our passion right now, and connecting the worlds between what's unseen and seen, so we can believe, and we can believe in ourselves. Now, a message from Gaia. What do you have to say for us, Gaia? Yep, we're shifting. Revision. We're in a time of revision in order to shift. Revision. The earthly meaning. Your body remembers the trauma, the closeness, the love, the fear, and the exuberance of your full history, even when your mind doesn't. Bring a memory to the surface to align your current self with the knowledge stored in your body. Go deeper into a challenge and go beyond it. A study of the past will help you recognize and break a limiting cycle. Well, we're breaking repetition, a limiting cycle. And this is the feminine and the masculine not being equal, not being able to create equally here. And what the channeled message was, we're surfacing what we need to see and our connections. And there is, right there, that bring a memory to the surface to align your current self with the knowledge stored in your body. There's a connection there, you guys. Spiritual meaning. The memory of creation is stored within the ground you walk on. Still your mind, relax, close your eyes, and feel the timeless healing energy of our Mother Earth. There is one love, one breath, and one dream flowing and evolving through you and this beautiful planet. Touch her, think of her, feel all around you, and know she is inside of your heart. And thank you, Gaia, for this message, as I was called to have this deck for the message from Gaia, and there it is right there, Mother Earth speaking to us. Thank you. And this is all about evolution. And, you know, dinosaurs and how they evolved, and how we can still unearth their fossils. And from bones in the earth, paleontologists can chart the emergence, evolution, and the decline of the entire species. Rather long periods of stasis were followed by short bursts of rapid change, and established relatively quickly into yet another long period of permanency. You are the earth. Delve deep, bring your hidden reality to the surface, and align your conscious awareness with the knowledge held into your body. Mother Nature faces environmental pressure with ingenuity, and you are empowered to do the same. Adversity quickens growth, and adaptation is followed by confidence, strength, and stability. Explore, collate, and learn from the patterns of the past. Acknowledge your creative capacity to flourish through this challenge. And this is connected to, we know that the dinosaurs are now extinct. So We don't want to be repeating the same patterns. And this is very humble. This is a very humble message. You know, as human beings, we think we're going to flourish and we're going to outlive the earth. And, you know, we're like some of these, yeah, we're going to travel to other planets and we're going to inhabit them. And then, you know, when the earth dies and can't, you know, hold us anymore, guys, that's a twisted, warped way of thinking. It's not we're going to kill out the earth and then so that we're going to go to another planet. We need to wake up. We need to wake up to that first and foremost. The dinosaurs went extinct. And now they are a part of the earth. And she is still here. This is about us not going extinct. And us not becoming a part of the earth in that way. This is about us now working equally with the earth, being in symbiosis and having a symbiotic relationship with her and working together with her so we can stay here and evolve and not repeating the same mistake of the past. And we're ending repetition with revision. How do we want to go out? Are we staying here and evolving with the earth, or are we going to be fossils that are one day found? We need to get humble. The earth is a sovereign entity that's living, and she is way more powerful than we are. And that's what we need to get things through our head first and foremost. And we shouldn't be living in any world where we can just destroy this planet and leave to another one and do the same. You know, what is that? That's a virus. That's a parasite. And I don't want to be a virus and a parasite. I want to work in symbiosis. And we have that choice. We have the choice to work in symbiosis, or we have the choice to be a parasite. It's up to us. And it's time for us to see that truth and start creating here with it. All right. Now let's get a message from Venus. What is... No? Okay. After all that, they want me to get some tarot. Let's do it, and then we're going to see what Venus has to say. The Empress, and there is Venus. The Empress and the Venus are connected. There's the feminine energy speaking right there. So there's the supermoon. We're lit. We're lit, and we have the energy of creation within us. This is connected to what's been fertilized. She's pregnant here. This is connected to what we're birthing. And it's our new homes, you guys. We're building our new homes right now. We're building new earth. This is connected to the birth of new earth. And there's our Nine of Wands right there and the Six of Cups. And there's the Emperor. There it is, guys. The Empress, the Emperor, masculine and feminine, balance achieved, the harmony between the fire and the water. We are working together in order to restore innocence and create new earth. A space where we can heal, harmonize, and be happy in. Connect. Love. We're untwisting things. This is so that we can create. And this is healing with the children. We've ended separateness here. There's an activation within this card. And it's thanks to the Nine of Wands. There we know we're connected to the sun and the moon. And this is where we balance our karmic scales. This is where we're working with the energy of Libra. We're the warrior here that's fighting for the Earth's sovereignty, because the Earth's sovereignty is connected to ours. Yes. And we moved away from what was keeping us separate in the Four of Cups in order to, here in the Eight of Cups, to walk away and play our authentic tune. And that's connected to the energy of the lighthouse. And now we're going to go free our light. We're going to go free our light from within to without. And it's connected to our counterpart. And I love that it's connected to our authentic tune, because we know we're creating harmony. And there is the Nine of Cups. We are creating wish fulfillment here. Alrighty. What does Venus have to say? What do you have to say, Venus? Beauty. And of course you do, because that's what you create. Beauty. Through wise leadership. Man, we've gotten this card here so many times. And Kuan Yin, and I've been called to have the Kuan Yin Oracle here. So, we've got Laponia, wise leadership, and we're leading with our heart. And Kuan Yin is here to show us how to create with our compassion. And thank you for Venus for speaking, as she has the message of beauty. And look at that. There's the goddess of water right there. The feminine speaks. It's time. It's time for the feminine to speak. Now, I wanted to read this message, but they've said, no, we're going to read the message of water. I'm going to share this message. This is all about being reflected back our lack of, where we're in lack of, and we know that's connected to our disharmonies, in order to create the beauty and see it everywhere. So we shift perception, we shift focus. Rather than looking at our lack of and the negative, we shift focus to the positive, and we start seeing beauty in the negative. And there, we're shape-shifting right there, and we start seeing the beauty everywhere. And the more beauty we start seeing, the more we create it. And we start by seeing the beauty within ourselves, first and foremost. And this is connected to this message here. You are good enough. You know, if you're sitting there saying, you know what, I'm not beautiful enough, I can't achieve this, then that's still being caught in the ego games. You are beautiful enough. This is about your energy, and your energy being beautiful and matching up to that, not what it looks like. That's the illusion. Don't get caught in the illusion of what it looks like. Be what it is, and it's your energy. And add the positive charge from within to without, within yourself and within your universe. And don't focus on the negative and the lack of and what you're without. Focus on the positive and what you do have, and work with what you do have, and create with the beauty. Now, they've shown me this is the message I'm sharing, and it is also a number 33, which goes to show it's a master number, and we're manifesting. And that this is connected to this. And if I didn't think I was believing, I'm believing. Because, wow, these messages are spectacular. I don't know what else to say. Mama Kocha, the world empowerment message. The world we inhabit began from the oceanic waters of life and the waters that surrounded us in the womb, both of which are the domain of the Incan goddess Mama Kocha. We are most attuned to the qualities of water, as the element of water symbolically represents our emotions. Our emotions move us to make and perceive the world we know it, as we know it. The beauty in this truth is found by observing water in all of her properties and forms. Water is fluid and passes through cracks and flaws in the ground without stress, moving around obstacles and patiently wearing away the most jagged rocks until they are smooth and gleaming. Water ebbs and flows and comes and goes in a powerful rhythmic motion as the seas and oceans reveal their promise of release and return. Water rises up from the ground and seeds the clouds and then rains upon the earth to ensure growth and sustain life. Water turns to hard ice and blankets the world in a protective shell, even of soft snow, allowing the dormancy of life to herald a time of dreaming. Then the ice melts and the cycles begin again, and that's the time that we're in. The answer to your question lies in determining what form of water reveals the conditions of your life and then recognizing the next evolution of your life's potential. If you are in an ebb, you can expect a flow. If things are temporarily frozen, soon they will melt. If it seems that your world is too wet, a temporary shelter is needed. You can expect new growth and sunny days again. The goddess reminds you that the waters of your life are perfect as they are now, and just as perfect in the way they will evolve. Unlimited potential is revealed when this goddess comes to visit. Well, thank you. Now, the alignment message, overwhelm and empathy overload, has opened up a tidal wave of emotion that feels like life is threatening to engulf you. Feelings are unruly now, and you may discover that it's difficult to control them as you project their shadowy fears onto the screen of your life. The goddess says your task now is to detach, step back, and allow your feelings to pass through you like water without judgment or disapproval. Let your fears be washed away with self-love and understanding. The world can be a chaotic place, and uncertainty can create instability where people will act out in incomprehensible ways. Move to higher ground. Say no to engaging and wait. Now is the time to respond when you feel ready rather than to react in the heat of the moment. Let the goddess waters of life hold you up and surround you like the fluid did in your mother's womb. Let love be that water. So we're going to let the water of the great divine feminine heal us, protect us, and hold us with a higher vibration. And remember, guys, this is the time we're in as things are going to burn away and fall out around us. The feminine energy needs to hang tight. We're birthing, we're creating. And you heard what water can do, that energy of water. All right. Let's get one more message here. What do you have to say? Saturn. So we're working with our karma and our truths. We're connecting to the energy of Saturn. It's about truth. Believe in the impossible. Once in a blue moon. It's time for us to believe in the impossible, guys. The divine is here. And we know Kuan Yin is here. It's time for us to be compassionate. Let's see what the Kuan Yin Oracle has to say. And that's connected to the supermoon. Once in a blue moon, guys. Once in a blue moon. And these energies are lining up to show us it's once in a blue moon. We're believing the impossible. Kuan Yin is here to show us compassion. I love how it flew out and hit the 9 of Cups. Mother of mercy. Dispensions of mercy come when we are without recourse, ending a cycle of manipulation, unkindness, or unconsciousness. This spiritual assistance is offered to you now from a place of loving respect, kindness, and great spiritual power. Blessings to Kuan Yin, Mother of Mercy, who watches over us with a tentative love and cares for our spiritual progress. So we're ending a cycle of manipulation. We're ending our repetition with revision. We're ending the connection to the devil energies. Ending separateness. This gotta go. Inequality. And where are we going? This landed out on the goddess of water. Sweeping sister willows. Here is healing that brings with it forgiveness and the release of old pain. As sweeping sister willow gracefully sweeps any sadness and pain from your heart and soul, Your time for greater inner freedom is dawning. Freedom is dawning, and the cleansing of sadness and healing of forgiveness create the pathway to greater freedom now. You deserve this freedom, and you are swiftly becoming ready to claim it. So that's using those water energies to heal with now and forgive and cleanse, as this is the time of spring. And there it is. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. The sign of partnerships, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, it's a time about a new start or relationship that's important. It can be connected to an existing relationship that is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason or sometimes just a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. It can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. There's the flow right now, the tail. Doing so might be the answer to your question. And we attune to the moon, we let go of what's falling away. The teaching, no matter when you pull this card, and we pulled it because it's the full moon in Libra, it encourages you to find balance between your desires and the people around you and their desires as well, right? Because we're creating harmony. Balance is a very Libran energy, and the full moon is bringing it to its peak. Dramas and upsets bring partnerships to the fore. Libra energy also brings love energy, and it's allowing our negotiations to make easier. And we know we're making love. We've done it. We've balanced our karmic scales. A win-win outcome is right here. Everything we need in order to balance our karmic scales and to not repeat this cycle again is all here. We can move forth and turn the wheel. I want to thank you for joining me. Much love and healing vibes sent your way to create with today. I'll see you soon. At the masculine message if you choose to join me. Take care.